What a first round of darts that was in the Grand Prix. I mean, those were some unbelievable matches, and the fact we're only getting started is just even better. And so, you know what, let's get right into this. Let's get into the second round predictions. So starting off, we do have Nathan Aspinall up against Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce, I think pretty much everyone expected him to get beat off Josh Rock in the opening round, but yeah, Rock just didn't play very well at all, and Joyce took full advantage. To be fair, Joyce himself admitted he didn't play as well as he probably would have hoped, but you know, he got the job done, and he's through to second round, so you can't really complain with that one. Coming against Aspinall, what a match that was between him and Ryan Searle. We knew it was going to be a close game, but Jesus Christ, we didn't know it was going to go literally right down to the wire. Absolutely unbelievable. That fucking, honestly, the fucking TV nearly came off the wall when he had that 9-darter attempt. Fucking hell, I would have been there. What a win! I would have been the fucking finished the match. Would have been fucking Willie Borland esque finishing there. But yeah, you know, he got the job done against Ryan Searle. To be fair, he looks pretty good at Aspinall, and to be fair, he should be winning this game. Not necessarily very comfortably, but he should be winning the game at least. And yeah, I don't know. I just think looking at the first round performances, Ryan Joyce, I don't think Aspinall will do what Josh Rock did. I think obviously we all know Josh Rock. You know, he's still a young player. He still rushes things quite a bit, and I think that's why he was part of his downfall yesterday. I don't think Aspinall's not that player at all to do that. So I do think it will be a quarter-final appearance for the Asp, and also a 3-1 win for Aspinall there. But yeah, that should be another cracking game. And next we do have Rob Cross against Martin Schindler. Now Rob Cross, obviously, again, I don't think many people fancy him to beat Littler. Some people probably did. I know most for Littler would win, but no, to be fair, Rob Cross absolutely. That's a batter. He didn't batter him at all. That's not what happened at all. But yeah, Rob Cross very clinical on the double. Obviously, the whole double in, double out. Obviously, you know, it's unusual. Obviously, it's the only tournament the whole year that has it. And yeah, Rob Cross, he was very clinical actually. I very rarely missed one of his first 3 darts going into double. He was very clinical in that department. And I think Littler, I just think he struggled with it a little bit. You could tell, you know, there was a couple of times where he just couldn't hit a double to save his fucking life to start the game. It just wasn't going his way. And obviously, you know, Rob Cross, you know, world number 4, one world champion, you know, he was going to punish Littler. That's exactly what happens. Against Martin Schindler, who, again, he didn't have to play particularly well against Brendan Dolan. Obviously, Dolan, you know, still coming off that little shoulder injury that's hindered him a little bit lately. And then, yeah, again, Schindler, he wasn't at the absolute finest, but, you know, he still got the job done pretty comfortably. But, you know, he's going to have a much stronger test against Rob Cross. And honestly, I've been going backwards and forwards for this one. I was going to predict Schindler to win him, but I think, I don't know why, I like that Rob Cross performance in Littler yesterday, so I'm thinking Cross might just edge this one. I'm going to say 3-2 to Rob Cross for that one, I think. Next we've got Luke Humphries up against Ricardo Pietrasco, and the fact we're even mentioning Luke Humphries in round 2 is something else in itself, because how the fuck did Stephen Bunting lose that match? To be fair, how many players can you say have rattled off 5 legs in a row against Humphries in a major, by the way, like not on the floor on the European tour, in a major. Never mind the fact that Button nearly whitewashed Humphries in sets. He nearly whitewashed him all together, and then he literally almost went 6 legs without reply. But yeah, had the one mismatched dart, and from there Luke Humphries was absolutely insane. To be fair, with Button, that first set was absolutely just disgusting. He was fantastic. He was absolutely relentless against Luke Humphries in that first set, and in the first half of the second one, Humphries just didn't have a fucking chance. And yeah, Humphries, he definitely gave Button an opportunity to, which Button took, but yeah, Luke Humphries, you know, he's the world champion for a reason. He literally is world number 1. He literally holds all the majors bar the fucking UK Open. Yeah, he's absolutely ridiculous. That's why he literally has won pretty much everything the last year. And yeah, I think in the end it was no real surprise that he got through. To be fair, it was one of the best comebacks in the Grand Prix history, so you know you can't really complain that too much there. Coming against Pietrasco, who, to be fair, these two played each other quite often in majors lately. Obviously, they played each other at the match play round 1, where Humphries, I think Humphries averaged like 109 or something absolutely insane. Like Pietreczko played well in that first game. Humphries just absolutely annihilated him. And they also played each other in the World last year, where Pietreczko was actually 3-1 up in sets, and Humphries came back to beat him again. Like, Luke Humphries has had so many fucking close calls, but again, he's just, he's never given up, has he? He never really had. And then, yeah, and obviously they played each other a few times on the Euros here as well. So these two, they played each other quite often in last year. And Pietreczko, he was, I don't know, against Barney again. I think something that Sinead didn't have to play his absolute best. I mean, I don't know about you a lot, but seeing Barney just miss those doubles in those open matches, it felt like each one just felt like a fucking dagger to the heart. It was just horrible to watch. And yeah, Pietreczko, he obviously took advantage of Barney's inconsistency. I'm going to use on the board, and so again, didn't have it too well. Of course, it had to be him who forgot it was double in. I mean, if anyone was going to forget what it was going to be him. So, yeah. I think against Luke Humphries, who, obviously had a close call in that first round, I think he's going to be a lot more relentless in this game against Pietreczko. I'm predicting a whitewash here. I want to say 3-0 to Humphries. Bit of a outlandish one, I know, but I've got a feeling in my bones. And then to round off Wednesday's games, we had Johnny Clayton against Ross Smith, the two best performers at the first round. I mean, Johnny Clayton, that first set against Richie Headhouse, Jesus Christ. That was reminiscent to his old 2021 self. Like, he was absolutely, I'm going to use that word again, just relentless. He just fucking did not give Headhouse a fucking cat and mouse chance. Second set, he sort of took a little bit of a chill pill in the second set, but then obviously he did enough to get the victory. And Ross Smith, Jesus, like 101 average in the Grand Prix, which, since it's a double in start, that the 100 getting over a ton, absolutely insane. And I believe that was the 9th highest ever average on the Grand Prix. As of record, obviously, there's still I'm currently recording this during the decade Damon Heta match. So obviously there's still 6 games left where it could end up being beaten, but yeah, absolutely unreal from Ross Smith. And Jan Van Veen just wasn't in the game. Obviously he reeled off the 170 finish, but other than that, he just wasn't there. Ross Smith just fucking was absolutely all over him. So yeah, I'm expecting that high quality affair between these two in this second round. Obviously Ross Smith, he's been doing very well so far this year. I think I mentioned it in another video, but if he either wins a major or goes on a good run, a few of these, there's no reason why he can't be in the Premier League next year, or at least a contender. You know what I mean? Against Johnny Clayton, who has had a great year this year, but played very, very well against Erdhouse last night. But I think in order to really separate the two players, you have to look at consistency. And for me, Ross Smith's got more consistency than Johnny Clayton does right now, which is why I think I'm going to fancy him to beat Clayton in this one again. I'm going to go with another 3-2. Could be a close one, but I fancy Ross Smith to get another win here. Next, we've got Gary Anderson up against Mike Decker, and I mean, that Anderson-Smith game was just unbelievable. It had everything that we hoped it would. And unfortunately, one person had to lose, and it would end up being Michael Smith. I mean, Gary Anderson, honestly, he should have won. He should have been 2-0 up. He should have won that game 2-0 if he just managed to just hit his doubles better. Because he used some really rare misses on Anderson on the outer ring. He was fine getting in, but getting out, he just couldn't he was struggling at times. But then he got the job done. Same could be said for Michael Smith. Obviously, he had a couple of opportunities as well to win the set and win the game as well, where he didn't take them. And then, overall, great game. And as I said before, someone had to lose, and it was Michael Smith. But for Anderson coming away against Mike Decker, who, again, I don't think many people fancied him to beat Damon Heta, but again, similar story, Heta just had not good enough at all on the outer ring. Had match darts as well, where he just didn't take them into Decker. But, fair play, absolutely brilliant. But first of all, I have to mention as well, and both Mike Decker and Damon Heta were both very good at starting the match and getting the double straight away. So, fair play. But, Damon Heta just, again, struggled on the outer ring. And the Decker, he wasn't absolutely flawless, don't get me wrong, but he did enough to take his chances, which obviously, if you take your chances, then obviously you're going to have some success. Against Anderson, no, to be fair, Anderson, you can't have a repeat of the end of that first set where he just couldn't finish the double to save his life. And obviously, if he misses those darts, the deck is going to absolutely punish him. But I think, learning from those mistakes, I think Anderson should win this one. But again, Mike Decker could end up having an insane run here. But I'm going to back Anderson, I think, for the win. I'm going to say a 3-1 win there for Gary Anderson. Next, again, on the fair, like, these matches are absolutely corkers. Next, we're going Price up against James Wade. I was backwards and forwards between Wade and Wright winning that match. Like, I did have James Wade originally to win the match, but I switched last minute to Peter Wright. I think Wade just, he's had more consistency throughout the match than Peter Wright did. Obviously, Peter Wright, again, didn't play badly at all. Wade would have more consistency, was much better on the outer ring. Although, to be fair, Peter Wright was much better at actual scoring than I thought Wade was. And that Gohan Pride, that Danny Norbert match, I mean, it was a weird one, wasn't it? Because it had all the drama that we'll like to see, but fucking hell, that match felt like a fucking eternity. I mean, I'm pretty sure that match was on for like 40 minutes, including ad breaks. Like, it went on for fucking ages. And it looked like Price raced to an early lead, and Danny Norbert then took control. And it looked like he was going to win it, but then Price almost nicked it. You could see at the end it was a really like topsy-turvy game, which Price ended up winning in the end. I've got to say, Gohan Price, I mean, he's got to play better against James Wade than he did yesterday. If he doesn't, then Wade's going to absolutely batter him. And for James Wade, again, maybe if he just picks up if he improves the scoring just a little bit, I think he should win this game. And to be fair, based on what I saw yesterday, I think James Wade's going to win this match. I'll be honest. It'll be close. It'll be a close one, but I think Wade will win the match. I'm going to say 3-2 win there for James Wade. Now then, this next game, I don't think anyone expected this one to be happening. Daryl Gurney up against Joe Cullen. I mean, Daryl Gurney, who I honestly don't think anyone's going to have an easier win against MVG than Daryl Gurney did last night. I mean, that was utter domination. I mean, not only did Gurney whitewash Van Gogh in sets, but he whitewashed the whole match. Like, he did what Stephen Button should have done on Monday, and then completely whitewashed Humphrey. But Daryl Gurney, 6 legs without response. I mean, the first time in 13 years where Van Gogh was failed to even win a leg in a major tournament, obviously not including the Premier League. Yeah, Daryl Gurney was absolutely monstrous in that match. And then coming against Joe Cullen, who, again, I'd completely written Joe Cullen off in that first game. I thought Chris Dobie would have had an easy win, but no, Cullen, fucking fair play. He plays some brilliant stuff there. And I suppose it did help that Dobie, I mean, I found it funny because in the little pre-match interview thing that they do before the players walk on, obviously Dobie was banging on about how us in the North East, we invented like the double start format, but Dobie couldn't fucking hit a double to save his life to start the match, Like, so many times where Dobie was literally going like 6 or 7 darts into a leg without hitting the double, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was pretty poor. And Joe Cullen completely capitalised on that, as well as having a pretty good performance as well. So yeah, literally nobody expected this second round game at all. And again, it's going to be another close one. And to be fair, I said Daryl Gurney was monstrous against MVG. He wasn't really that monstrous. He just took his chances when he came to them. And yeah, again, I don't know. Like, Gurney was very, very, very clinical on the outer ring, both getting in and getting out. And to be fair, so was Joe Cullen. But especially towards the end of the match, anyway, obviously, the first set was mostly Dobie. This is going to be a close game. I've got no idea who's going to win this one, to be fair. Oh, God. Honestly, based on what I saw last night, and I think this play was just about more consistent than the other one, I'm going to just edge Daryl Gurney. Just on the pure basis that he didn't look like he didn't look like missing a match start. To win it, like, he was so good. It's gonna be similar to Garrett and Michael Smith, where like whoever loses is gonna feel hard done by. But I'm just gonna edge Gurney for that one. I'm gonna say 3-2 win for the Northern Irishman. And to end things off, we do have Dave Chisnell up against Dimitri Van den Berg. Now, Chisnell was the other player to record a complete whitewash win against Cameron Menzies. 6 legs without response. It was pretty easy win for Chisnell, wasn't it? Menzies, I mean, he himself admitted he didn't play very well at all. Tied a couple of darts in that second leg of the first set to really get the job done. But Chisnell, pretty routine win. He didn't really have to break a sweat. It's Dimitri Van den Berg, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting that game against Luke Woodhouse to be as good as it was, but that was a good game of darts. Well, yeah, albeit again a little bit on the slower side, but it was a good game. Overall, Woodhouse had a couple of missed opportunities where he probably should have taken them. Against Van den Berg, again, he capitalised on his chances and showing his experience by taking those out. And again, it's going to be another close. Oh fucking hell! It's going to be another close game here. But I think I just based on actual overall form right now, I think I've got to back Dave Chisnell in that one, which is weak. Obviously, Chisnell on the TV stage isn't really quite there, but he seemed comfortable against Menzies, all things considered. So I think I'm going to back Chisnell there. I'll say 3-2 win there for Chizzy. And there we go, guys. I mean, looking at the bottom half of the draw now, there's a good opportunity for someone like Daryl Gurney, Dave Chisnell, Joe Cullen, James Wade to make it to the final. I mean, looking at the first round results, I mean, to be fair, we knew before going into this tournament that it was going to be, maybe like an outsider winning it, but I mean, look who got knocked out first round, like Josh Rock, bloody Ryan Searle, Barney's out, Bunton's out, Littler's out, Damon Hetter's gone, Peter Wright's gone, Michael Smith's gone, MVG's gone, Chris Dobie's gone, one of Johnny Clayton Ross Smith's guaranteed to get knocked out in this next one, one of Chizzy and Van den Berg's guaranteed to get knocked out, one of Price and Wade's guaranteed to get knocked out. I mean, to be fair, this could be a pretty intriguing tournament. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to see how this progresses, to be completely honest. I mean, especially in that bottom half of the draw where before looking maybe a little bit daunting, but all the big hitters are fucking gone already. It's literally anybody's game right now. I'm really intrigued to see how this tournament progresses. Obviously, the top half of the draw now looking a little bit more tight, you could say. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this one plays out, to be fair. But all this just for Luke Humphrey to end up fucking winning it again. That's what I think is gonna happen right now, anyway. But it's just being logic. But who knows what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below on the first round and your overall predictions for the round 2 and the rest of the tournament. But who knows what's gonna happen? Based on the first round, I haven't got a fucking clue. So that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.